we're taking mundanity as a sin, for sure. My neighbour's sin, to my chagrin, my neighbour's sin is written thin to fit it all in. None of them are written thin, but I'm going to go with this one. See, I feel like that's set in stone. If we spend a min or 10 lounging in the den, you'll know what bin I'm often in. He's a lazy bear, that makes sense. Like, you get to stay. The sum of my sin, as it is penned, is a number within the new room we are in, which is 8. It's the 8 room. It's like very obviously 8. So like, I'm happy to keep it as gluttony because it's the only 8-letter word. That's why I set these in stone. I share a trend with my neighbour's sin. A letter and its twin appear on each bin. You know what? Let's have a think about this. I went for the 2 T's, but that's got 2 N's. Is there any other doubles? There's 2 T's, obviously. That's the one I noticed before. Let me read that again. I share a trend with my neighbour's sin. A letter and its twin appear on each bin. That tells me there's like 2 with double the same letter. Letter and its twin. Unless it's like... It doesn't have to be... No, it's a twin of the letter. It's got to be the same letter, surely. No shared letters. No shared letters. No shared letters. Wrath, no. You see there's 2 N's. 2 T's in that, sorry. Well, there aren't 2 sitting next to each other that have that. Like... It's got to be Wrath. Letter and a twin. But like... That makes it sound like there's 2 double letters. A letter and a twin appear on each bin. There's 2 next to each other. I share a trend with my neighbour. A letter and its twin. Or is it that they share 2 letters? And they don't have to be the same letter. So it could be... You know, let's see if any of these share. H-U-B-I-R... No. E-N-V... No. L-U-S-T? No. We have a T, but we don't have any other letters, so maybe that's wrong. Whereas T-O are on both of these. So... Both of these were set in stone. Have a look at the den. That does seem like sloth. Like just from that description. But what the fuck is the sum of this room if it's not 8? Where the hell does a bear hang out? But both of those have TO in. I share a trend with my neighbour's sin. A letter and its twin. That's the same letter twice, surely. Appear on both, but no, the same letter doesn't appear twice on any bin. There's 2 N's in that one. There's 2 A's in that one. But that's got to be there. A, B. You know what? Actually, I tried the letter and it's... No, it's two ones with... That's got two A's in. That's got two N's in. I think that has to be the elephant. So I'm actually going to now put you on mundanity. I'm going to put you back on avarice. You require an N. Let's put you in NV. You must go in there. Switch you with lust because game says no. See, if you're there, you must be there. Again, it doesn't seem like it's written that thin, but I guess a bit. That's fucking sloth. That's plainly sloth. This one is an 8-letter word. Glut Tony. Tony Glut, we call him. This one doesn't fucking make any sense to me, but sure. Now I can't think of any other arrangement it could be. The sum of my sin. What does that mean? What is like the Roman for? Because the NV maybe. NV is like a number. How could any of them have a sum? Maybe one of them's like a stupid Latin word or something? Don't quite get this one either. Tail of the skin. This fucking thing here. Right in the way. I have to count the pins. Don't make me count the pins. I tell you what. Just to confirm. That makes sense for that. Both of you have double letters. So you're either one of those two and you are next to mundanity. That seems like it's set in stone. You, like it's a lazy bet, like that's what it means, yeah? All that makes sense. You have to be there because you have to be on the end. You have to be one of those two. You have to have an N in. But I don't know what that means. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back. I'm going to go to the bedroom and we're going to fill in that last room. What I really want it to be is either a pump, which would be cool. It means I could do something. Or a drafting studio. We've not had in absolutely fucking ages. As soon as you figure out what to do in a room, it's just like, yeah, but now that room's just never going to turn up. We're going to go to the bedroom. Because we did not code check the key. I did not realise how the key worked. It's kind of annoying that you have to do it like that. I really don't want to leave this till it's done. If I could distract myself with other tasks, then that'd be grand, you know. Ah, so if we hang out here, you'd know what a sin. What it says. And you'd be being lazy, wouldn't you? That's why I put it you in sloth. But there are swans here. Swans don't like leaving the fin area. Pump room, sorry, a power room or a drafting studio. I mean, there's literally nothing you can do if the room doesn't come up. Like, fuck. Well, there's nothing I can do. I'll put the master key away, shall I? We can go in there if we want. Yeah. Getting into the antechamber is trivial. Finding the right fucking room isn't, apparently, but... There's a couple of holes, but, like... We rolled 14 dice. And we've rolled 4... We didn't get to roll extra in the top left because we took the room 8. And obviously we took room 8. Why wouldn't we take room 8? So let's put the master key, because I think it's just more... The gem emerald bracelet's also really good. It's like a master key for really expensive. You need the keys to get into those rooms, and getting gems is something you can work on if you don't have keys. I'm going to put the master key away, but I want to figure out the puzzle, you know? I don't want to leave it because that's... Gonna be really annoying to re-get. Oh, hang on. Can we leave? No, we've used up the key. Yeah, I'm putting the master key in. Yeah, and we did get that, like, castle. The fuck is that? 6 turn. Because cat is definitely a clue. Don't know why it's a clue. Alright, so we took a break. You enjoyed that? Could have gone to the casino. I've returned! Farewell, fish. Imagine finding this fucking room in somebody's mansion. There is a fin. There is an infinity. Infin. But, like, this is the Ruminate room. It's a room, an 8 in room. It's a Ruminate. There are only supposed to be 7 sins, but apparently mundanity's a sin. So before we do anything, let us look once again at... I share a trend with my neighbour's sin. A letter and its twin appear on each bin. The way I've interpreted this sin, this clue, is that it and its neighbour, of which it only has 1, or it could have 2, have a letter and a twin. So I've put it there because there's 2 A's in that one and there's 2 N's in that one, and I think the only other one is gluttony. So therefore, it must be one of these 2. And if it sits there, its neighbour is wrong, so it has to be there. This means you won't find my bin in between sin, for I deserve to be in a bin down on the end. So you 2 are locked because of that logic. To my chagrin, my neighbour's sin is written thin to fit it all in. Now, that uses the same wording as this, which means that you could be there. It could be the other one. But what else could it be? None of them are written thin. Like, literally none of them are written thin. Make the thinness more obvious, because I literally can't tell. That is thinner. The way that T works is It's really subtle. Like, make it not subtle. Why is the thinness not subtle? No, why is it subtle? Even. So that's definitely not thin. But that is. So it could be Wrath. And we have to change some of the things we've set in stone. I'm going to put you back on Wrath. And I'm going to put you on Avarice. Although it feels like I just need to know more about the ones we've... This feels like it has to be Sloth. Now you could be back over there. I'm going to do that. The sum of my sin, as it is penned, is a number within the room we are in. What do you mean the sum of your sin? I like the sum of all fears. The sum of your sin is 8 or infinite. I'm going to put you back on gluttony, and I'm going to be grumpy about it, okay? Have to be envy again. You have to be hubris. Da-ba-da-ba! Okay, that's like a shame because like you two are fine. I like you. I don't like you. You make no fucking sense to me. The bin I tend to wind up in is near the bend. In the tail of the skin. What does that mean? I don't know how to interpret it. Like, putting it in the corner because it's near a bend, you know? And lust is sort of like skin, lust. You know, I can associate those two words together. But I don't actually know what that sentence means. The bend in the tail. I mean, I guess they wanted it to rhyme, but not really, because bend doesn't rhyme. Unless you're going bind. The bin I tend to wind up in is near the bind. In the tail of the skin. It's not a very good rhyme. The tail of the skin. Not like T-A-L-E either, it's T-A-I-L. Tail of the skin. Which makes me think like maybe it's got like gluttony because there's a Y and it's got a tail on the end. You know, like envy. People figured this shit out apparently. Hang on. Oh no. You could be in multiple places, that's the problem. As it is penned. The sum of my sin, sum of the word, as it is penned. Wrath, gluttony, sloth, avarice, mundanity, hubris, lust, wrath. The sum of my sin. But not just the sum of my sin, as it's penned. Oh, it's a different sum. I'm penning it. As it's written, so... I hate to say it, but I don't know. I'm gonna have to give up on this. So, like, there's only so long I'm willing to spend this room. I have no fucking clue how anyone got this. I like to think of myself as quite good at these sorts of things. We spend a min or 10. That has to be sloth. I mean... to first begin... Yeah, like, with the clocks, the numbers, there wasn't like an 80, and the numbers, oh, it could be, you know. I guess there were literal numbers there. I'm not liking how vague some of the clues are. I share a trend that lets my neighbour sin. Okay. Why are you a rabbit? Okay, I know it's desperation at this point, but like, maybe the animals mean something? What even is that? That penguin? Dog? Swan? Elephant? But why? Why the animals? Because, like, bears sleep, don't they? They hibernate. So it might be just like an additional clue. I don't know. So lions, envy, gluttony, mundanity. See, I wouldn't associate lions with any of those words. I'm just gonna put on that though. one's a this. Dogs are mundane. I guess they are. They're normal. This. Wrath, gluttony, and wrath, I suppose. I will go to the gallery, see if there's a clue there. Funny enough, the gallery's right there. There aren't secretly animals in that picture or anything. The only difference is mundanity is not in that picture. One last go, and then I think I'll give up, I'm afraid. I don't know, but... I mean, the gallery had an additional clue, which was, if you read... I don't know how you're supposed to have known this. The words are all contained here. So think is on this word here, which I didn't, yeah, hang on. Says his guests to think and conversate. It says, games for staff to ponder over. It says, Castle only has 6 clues. Okay. It says... Realise right at the very end, and also it does say ruminate, but you can't have this room without getting the clue. But they all mean the word think anyway. There's a clue. There's at least... There's 2 additional clues. There's 3 clues to the gallery. There's the pictures themselves, the words within the descriptions of the numbered things. Okay, so 6, 4, 4. You see, already, it can't be the numbers 5, 5, 7, 9. What if there are animals in rooms? We've seen swans, but the swans are in the den. How does that help us? Yeah, I've not eaten food yet. Hello, Greg. Right, the bear's got a question. Like, I'm trying to think if there are any other animals about. I feel like there have been. Well, you can get to the credits in about 20 hours. It's just like a second. There's just mysteries on the mysteries. And if you're good at puzzles, you can do it much quicker, I guess. Like, I've been in this room for fucking 40 minutes. Doggo can go there. Or there. I wish I understood some of my sin. Okay. Roman N V. Roman numbers. I don't think N is a Roman number. How can any of these have a sum? Avarice could have a sum. It's infinite. Let's go for that, because fuck it, I need new ideas. The sum of avarice is infinite? Let's go with that. Try and do the sins better as actual sins. So that's a lazy bear. No, it needs to sleep. It's not really being lazy at all. That is a proud dog, right? He doesn't. So I'm gonna put you as hubris because that makes sense for the sin. I recommend you think again if you ever. So that sounds like wrath to me, but that's. You know, think again, you fuck. To first begin. Place me within a room bin with an N. Within its sin. N. Gluttony. Mundanity. Okay, so my theory sort of breaks down there. To my neighbour's chagrin, my neighbour's sin is written thin to fit it all in. I'm going to put you as wrath because he's angry. I share a trend with my neighbour's sin. So maybe it's like, it wouldn't be envy. So, mundanity because it's the same as something else. And also it has to be there. I'm gonna put you for envy because you're like, it would be jealous of other things in that section. These are very weak, but like, I've got no ideas. Tail of the skin still seems like lust to me. And it sort of makes sense because, I mean, this has to be gluttony because of the N, and like it's got something within it, so it's eating. It's glutton for the letter N. God, imagine if that was right though, just based on those like stupid reasons. I'm almost glad it's wrong. I'm really tempted to get a nudge here. Like, I've put in my time and I haven't got it, and it's not like some of the other puzzles where you might get a hint. Well, you might actually. There's always a chance there's just a piece of paper that's gonna make it easier, but like, fucking where at this point? I've put in like, yeah, like as Craig mentioned, I've put in the time. I've been in this game for like 70 hours. Room 8 hints. I don't want the answer. Give me hints. Fucking IGN. Here's a guide. Polygon. Here's a guide. Game. I don't want. But I do like that somebody has found, like, somebody on Reddit has made a hint for absolutely goddamn everything, and spoiler text is. It seems really nice. So the end progress route. I don't really want to. So I'm going to use this because fuck it. I'm not reading what any of the hints are yet. But chest room, sure, I've done that. Bind items, okay. There could be a few things there. Red door near the inner sanctum, sure, I've done that. Microchip, yes. Allowance puzzle, sure. Admin password, sure. Baron's Baffler. I can't remember what Baron's Baffler is. Okay, no, I have not heard of Baron's Baffler. That is a thing. Okay. Cool. Because that's a news. Oh, I know. Baron's Bafflers were like what his newspaper columns are called. Apparently that's a findable thing. Okay, now I don't know if I want to know this information or not. Blue tent. You sure? Any day trophies for that? The gallery, sure. This, sure. You performed a castle. Okay, there seems to be... You know what? There seems to be a lot more than I thought there would be. Luckily, all these are like questions. What's going on with the treasure trove? I'm gonna have to stop looking at this. In all the trophies, it may be worth noting that everything past the sigil puzzles, I have past step 13, does not give a trophy. Purely for the fun of finding secrets and lore. That's fair enough. Okay, that's a really cool page. There seems to be quite a lot. Like, there might be little things, that's the thing. I'm not going to look up any more hints because every time something like it happens and I go, "Ah, I wish I did discover that on my own actually." So I wanted hints just for this fucking room, to be honest. But I tell you what, we have officially... I'm not calling it Dave. That's, I'm going to walk back. But yeah, I'd prefer at least Northern Lion spoil it for me, you know? Because somebody did it then. But fuck, I can't believe I just no fucking clue how to do this. It's the rotunda. The thing is, I know how hard it is to refine something sometimes, which is why I'm really I don't want to, you know? But I think at this point we have to call it and be like, no, I'm not understanding the puzzle. Why did I go there? What's the closed exhibit? Because I bet there is something with the animals. It seems random that they're all animals. And the way this game does cool things sometimes, and you go, oh, I see it now. It's probably just a piece of paper somewhere that I haven't picked up. What does the castle clue mean? Because that might have something to do with it. We're looking for the break room, by the way, so I can retire. So before I retire, I mean, I guess I could try those sigils a bit more, but I want the last sigil key, damn it. We have time to go back and change our minds, but like, that's sort of the reason why I really want Ruminate done, because it feels like my forward path is the sigil key. Maybe it's not. Maybe there's something I'm missing. There's definitely 2 red letters missing, but like, I don't know. But one path, like, it's at least something to do. But we've seen Ruminate once. I guess we'll see it again. Yeah, I'm gonna call it. Fuck. Before I call it. It hurts when you call it like this, because it's just like, no, there is progression. You just too dumb. We need 8 of those, right? Oh, Ruminate is a trophy as well. We have 4 trophies. We need 8 to have the blue tent, I think. So, like, trophy 8 gets us the trophy of sigils, potentially. And trophy 8. I'm kind of annoyed that the showroom I didn't get because I didn't realise I'd need 100 more gold. That was just mean. We're 1 room away from the directory. So, like, we have to do room 8. Not necessarily now, but it is. We clearly have to, just to get the numbers. But, like, 4 of them are fucking do the game, like, on a different save. Yeah, the Trophy of Wealth films feels like we'd need it. Final exam is going to be a pain in the ass as well. But let's assume we can get the directory. We only need 3 then. 2 is just from doing Ruminate. What's the drafting sweepstakes? I think I'm going to need to do that. Or the Trophy of Wealth, which, I mean, we might be able to do. But fuck, I ruined my last one. I'm going to let you go. I think lots of people here now, which is a shame. But I'm calling it. Try again another time. With the clocks. It did take me 2 attempts to do the clocks, so it was a perplexing shopping centre. We found a new room. I mean, it was a good go. We got the new room, but I think we take a break from this. It's almost 8 o'clock. Oh no! Had I waited until 8, maybe I perhaps would have gotten it. I would have figured it out. I think just the one. I might want to try some new games. I mean, if we look at the schedule, Woobly. No, you can't just say the word Woobly and expect it to make any sense. We should be playing Eternal Darkness tonight, and I will. I definitely will, and before super late. But there's some games we should be playing. I mean, we also played a lot of Lingo, to be honest. Let's put myself on the other side. Sherlock Holmes, I like playing it like a couple hours at a time, like doing 1 chapter at a time. It's a bit of a janky game, which means I don't really like to play it for more than so. But that's fine. Stadians, it's another puzzle game. We're quite near the end of that, to be honest. Bayonetta, again, that's a weekend game, so probably tomorrow. Luthrasser, it's a game I can only play like an hour at a time. One Piece as well. A lot of those games are quite good for like filling up a gap. And speaking of filling a gap, I can't really start a new game, can I? There's no space for it. I need to finish a game. Or saying that, Blueprints actually fits the forever categories because I've hit the post credits, but the category it would be in would be there's 9 there already, and I could put it in the puzzle game and the oh, it can go in any category, can it? Ooh, that's kind of fun. It is a methodical roguelike puzzler. Oh, there's still no space for it because there's 3, but we might put that in the Forever Games category and slow down a lot. That's funny. Like, it should be in the top left then. It is the most Forever game. I didn't even consider that. I mean, now it's almost born to be in there, and then I could move up a new game. Or just play the games you already got on the list. I know, but I like variety.